Hello folks, we're out here today at the old backyard range doing a little air gun shooting with a rifle that I picked up a few days ago. This is a Diana Air King 54. This one is chambered in 22 caliber. I had got one of these rifles a couple of years ago, but it was chambered 177. It was really the first nicer air gun that I'd ever bought, and I was amazed at the accuracy of these guns. And I didn't even know anything about Dianas, but this manufacturer is out of Germany. These are made in Germany. Very good craftsmanship, very good quality. This one here is a beach stock, nice rubber butt pad. The checkering on it is really nice. On both sides here. It comes with iron sights. The optic, it doesn't come with an optic, but the rear sights are all metal construction. They're adjustable for your elevation and your windage. Front sight is just a square post. It's also adjustable for your elevation. Tack driver little rifles. I really like them. They're kind of on the heavy side. This rifle with the optic is about 11.5 to 12 pounds. So it's got some heft to it. Now this one here, this is exactly how I bought the rifle. This was set up with, which I like, that's a one-piece UTG rail. This is a Athlon Talus scope. I'm not familiar with these scopes. The clarity is very good on this one here. That's a 3x12x40. But as far as how it will hold up on this Springer, I don't know. I had a friend of mine said that he had one and it kind of gave up the ghost on Diana 52, which this is the 54, which it has the sliding recoil action, which it might help, you know, that recoil. But I'm gonna try it and see how I like it. This one also doesn't have the mil dots. I do wish it had the mil dots. It's just got, I guess, the old traditional 30x30 reticle. I think that's what they call it, just a regular crosshairs. But it does good for what I'm doing here right now with it. But this is, if you're not familiar with the Diana 54s, it's a side lever. And then main lever just pulls back, which opens up the breech. This is where you're loading here, and then you've got a safety running here. It's basically just a step down piece of metal that keeps the cylinder from sliding up. If you had your hand here loading it, you do have a release right here when you get ready to put your pellet in and get ready to fire it. We'll fire it right here. Pellet just goes right in there. Just release it and slide your lever right forward. Now these Dianas, all of them, the safety automatically comes on. Some people don't like that. I kind of like that. It doesn't bother me. So let's see if we can really bring us some steel down range here. It's a little bit windy out here on me today. This one here has got the T06 trigger. My 1 in 177 caliber's only got the T05. This has got a lot more adjustability to it. Now, I've not really adjusted this trigger. This is exactly how the gentleman set up, so I'm going to play around with that a little bit more. But something that, and I don't have a whole lot of 22 pellets. I've got a bunch of 177s, but what I've been shooting is some Crosman hollow points. That's kind of my go-to pellet. I can pick these up just about anywhere. Walmart has these for like $7 or $8 for a 10 of 500, and they're not the best pellet, but as far as just overall, if you're just plinking and you're not match shooting, these work great. They're just you know, out of every 10 you have one that might shoot a little bit erratic, but then I've also got some H&N Barracuda. H&Ns are very good pellets. They're definitely more expensive, but they always hold very consistent. This Diana shoots everything well. And then I've got some Discovery, Benjamin Discovery 14.3s. Now the 14.3 Crosman, I shot earlier a 5-shot group at 25 yards, and it was just right at a ½ inch, just a little bit under. And that's pretty good for me. I'm very tickled with that, especially with a Springer. On a windy day at 25 yards, I was getting 798 foot per second. So that's getting me about 20 foot-pounds of energy for this rifle, which is pretty good. And So if you wanted to have something to go out and, you know, do some hunting with, now if you was walking with this gun, the weight itself will, you know, would tire you down. Now I've got a Woods Walk loop here I use with this rifle, or actually my other one, and I mean, it'll wear you out after you shoot a while with it, but they're just, as far as shooting these things, they are just phenomenal. I love them. If you've never gave air rifles a chance, get out sometime and try it. And it's something good to get your family involved in, kids, somebody that's not they're intimidated, I guess you might say, by conventional rifles. Air rifles may be the thing for them. And there's a blue million types. You've got PCP, you've got gas rams, you've got Springers. You'll get lost in everything. I like the Springers. They're a little bit more challenging just because of this spring going forward. You get a little bit more of a recoil, I guess you might say, and it keeps you on your A game as far as trying to shoot tight groups with them. But I love them. I love the Dianas. I like the older style. They've got the Air King you can buy. It's called the Air King Pro. It's a little bit more like radiused in the back. I guess you might say it's more aerodynamic looking for the stock, but this is more of a traditional rifle look, and I like that. And I'd been looking for a 22 caliber for quite some time after I'd shot my 177, but they're kind of hard to come by. But I ran across this one here and worked up a trade with a gentleman, and I brought it home with me. So I was tickled with this. But if you ever get a chance, get out in your backyard, try some air gun shooting, and maybe you'll like it as much as I do. You guys take care.